Hi everyone, so this is just the second part of our holiday vlog from this week, and I wish I could wake up to a sky like this every morning. I just feel like it makes it so much nicer to go outside, and I just like watching the birds as well. I took the girls back for a final trip to the playground and the tiny beach that was beside the house that we were staying at. And then we went back to Culture Coffee for a last treat before we left. So the girls had ice cream and I had a latte. And then we just had a little walk around. The girls were all excited because in the bakery window they saw some sort of little cakes that apparently looked like poop emojis. So they were delighted by that. And then we walked on a different beach. We had to drive to get to it. It was still in Portstewart, but kind of further away, and I was just amazed by how smooth the beach was. I really like beaches as well that are rocky and where you can collect shells and stuff with the kids, but it's just a really good sandcastle beach, and I just thought it was so beautiful and clean, and the sand dunes in the background as well are so pretty. The girls of course brought their bag with their buckets and spades in it, and they were busy building more sandcastles. My daughter asked me to do a challenge for them where they had to build a type of sandcastle. So one had to make a fancy one and the other one had to make a messy one. And I just helped them with the digging. I'm not very good at making sandcastles. For some reason when I try to, they always end up looking like toddlers' sandcastles. And I just watched the sea, and it just felt really good getting fresh air and sort of saying bye to the sea before we left.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like coming home. So yeah, I'll share a little surprise later in the video. And yeah, finally after a long digging and building session, I managed to persuade the girls to go for a walk with me on the beach. And there's I never know how you say this place. I think it's Mussenden Temple is in the distance, and you can kind of see it perched on the cliff edge.
I know you've said that 40 times.
You're making more of a mess of yourself than of the sandcastle.
You're gonna break it to death. Seashells on the beach. You're wrong.
This honey chili chicken was so nice, and so were the pancakes. My daughter ate most of them. And then I surprised the girls with another night away at a different Airbnb that we kind of stopped on the way back home. I just decided I wasn't ready to go back home yet, and because of all the sickness and everything, it kind of felt like we'd lost a day. So I found this place and it was just so cute, but it was even better in real life, and I just loved the decor, and it kind of had Moroccan decor throughout, and it sort of reminded me of a gypsy caravan, but with everything that we needed, all of the kitchen equipment and everything inside it. And it was kind of amazing with the small space, just how much the lady managed to fit in it, and she was so thoughtful. She left us eggs from the chickens that lived there, and all of this breakfast food, and then we went outside to meet the chickens. And I would actually love to have chickens, but I don't think they would fit in really in this neighborhood that we live in. But I just find them really kind of soothing to watch, and it was nice kind of having their company for a while. And I loved sitting out on the little patio bit outside and having tea, and just listening to all of the sounds of nature. There were so many birds chirping, and the girls saw some squirrels, and then there were the chickens right beside us. They also had a pond with fish in it just outside the gate, and I just loved how quaint the whole place was. And I could have I did basically just sit and stare for hours, and it was really healing. Like, it just felt so peaceful. This is me just saying hi to the chickens. And yeah, like, I don't know what it was about it. It just felt like this little oasis. And I definitely feel like it was the right thing to do to go for another night, and I just feel so much more refreshed now. This is me figuring out how to make the coffee machine work, and I got there after a few minutes and it made really nice coffee. I'm actually tempted to get one of these for the house because I do have a coffee maker, but it doesn't make like kind of like Americanos like you get in a cafe, and this one was really nice. And the lady had kindly left us left me Costa pods and stuff. And yeah, I just like always love to have coffee near me, so it definitely made the trip even better. In some ways, I would really like to live somewhere like this, that's like, even if it's a really tiny space, just that has like a nice outdoors area, and it's just like really peaceful, and there's a lot of like nature sounds around. There's just something really like, it's kind of like meditation sitting there, and it's just really helpful whenever you're feeling low. And then little like fairy lights came on at night outside, which my daughter was really excited to spot, and I thought that was really cute too. And I sat out for a short time later and had a glass of wine at the little table with the fairy lights on. This morning. It was stormy during the night, which I actually quite like, because whenever you're inside and it's cozy, like, I like to hear the sounds outside. Yeah, I just sat out and had some tea and looked at the sky and just like listened to all the sounds. And yeah, I captured the tree above me in my coffee cup, and I don't know, I just felt like really at peace there. I wish we could have stayed for longer, but yeah, we'll definitely go back. And like, I just thought that the lady was so kind, and it just had a really lovely atmosphere to it. My daughter like never tired of talking to the chickens. Can you see them? Is it the one with the fluffy hair?
The orange one. You can see the orange one, but I can't see anymore.
Oh yeah, I can see it. My daughter was also fascinated by the fish. I don't know what they were doing this morning. They kind of looked like they were sleeping or something. They were all kind of grouped together, but she just was gradually kind of getting closer and closer to the water and kept talking about touching it. So yeah, I just had to watch. She didn't like throw herself in. But yeah, I really like watching them too, and the lady had introduced us to them when we arrived, which was cute as well. My other daughter decided to unglue herself from the TV screen to come out and join us and look at the fish and the chickens as well before we had to leave. And we all just really loved this place. Like, I think none of us wanted to leave it.
Take a minute.
They're not there, they're hiding. They were ran away from all the noise.
Chickens! Come on, chickens. We have some followers who want to see you. Come on.
And after we left, we like stopped at yet another beach that was local to the little house that we visited. And the girls went to the playground, and then we arranged to meet my mum there. And we used to always go to that area together every Saturday to see my granny. And we got like ice cream in the little cafe there. I got, there was like a dairy-free strawberry one with Oreos on it. And I just love the views from this spot as well. And then we ended up like just having like a kind of slow day where we spent a lot of time in the playground and in cafes and stuff. And the girls really liked this like huge playground beside Maud's, the ice cream shop. And yeah, that was like the end of our holiday. And thanks for joining us to see what we did, and please subscribe for more content, and I'll see you soon. Bye.